Good morning. This is Caress Clegg with New Hanover County Schools Communication Division. I am here today with Patty Williams, the Director of Special Education and Related Services. I know a lot of families have been asking questions regarding their students' special education needs, as well as IEP and 504, so we are hoping to be able to answer some of those questions this morning with you. So, Patty, thank you for joining us. Just start with our first question. Can you tell us what Plan C will look like for our students with special education?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to be with you. Under Plan C, for all students, including students with special education services, they will be receiving those through remote learning, and that includes their related services as well. So using the virtual platforms that we have available for teachers, they may also receive additional supports through what we call asynchronous learning, and those are things such as taped lessons or packets of materials. Teachers get really creative with those different ways of reaching out and supporting families, and so we encourage that as well. For all students with IEPs, our goal is to implement the IEP as it is written. We are realistic that there are going to be situations where that's not possible during remote learning, and in those cases, IEP teams will want to come together so that families and school teams can develop what we call a remote learning contingency plan. And that will be a temporary amendment to the IEP to support students during this 9 weeks of remote learning.
Awesome, thank you. Is there going to be any in-person instruction allowed for students who experience great challenges with remote learning?
Not at this time. As I mentioned under Plan C, there's no face-to-face instruction that will be taking place. Remote learning is required regardless of IEP, 504, or for all students. We do understand that this creates great challenges for some of our families and students, particularly those with disabilities. We did find in the spring, fortunately, that there were some children that actually flourished, which is encouraging. But again, we also realize that for some students, remote learning is very challenging and creates some unique barriers to overcome.
With no in-person instruction allowed, how will the needs of students who struggle with remote learning be addressed?
Well, in those cases where IEPs are not able to be implemented as they are written, again, the IEP team will want to come together and engage in conversation and really problem solve to determine what fate would look like under these circumstances. Again, we are aware how frustrating that this can be for families and honestly for students. We absolutely look forward to being back with students face-to-face and providing them with that typical instruction. The remote learning contingency plan is something that will really help guide families and school teams in discussing how to best support each individual student during the time of remote learning.
Okay, thank you. And just one final question. What is the plan for completing evaluations?
Oh my goodness, evaluations, and we've got a lot of them that we're hoping to get through as quickly as possible. Our department is currently working to outline processes and procedures so that evaluations which require face-to-face or in-person components can move forward by scheduling individual appointments with families to be able to bring their children in and allow that evaluation to take place. Any evaluation components that do not require face-to-face or in-person will continue to be completed virtually or by phone or by whatever means the team and family, evaluator and family can work out.
Well, thank you so much, Patty, for joining us and for providing this much needed information to all of our families. Thank you guys for tuning in, and this is another New Hanover County Schools Ready, Set, Return video series, and we hope to bring you more information.